What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the commentary for you. I wanted to pay my respect to those lost on 9/11 so many years ago in the beginning of this video. Before we get into this, though, you know I am a Weeble. Prefer to do it's her best promotion in the pinned comment. All you need to do, click the link, open an account. They will give you free fractional shares. You could be as broke as Aaron Rodgers' ankle, and you could still afford the dollar to get the free fractional shares. I'm so glad so many of you are taking advantage of it. Also, you guys know Steel Supplements with a longtime sponsor. Link and discount code down in the description as well. So this is where EA is. Last night, Sunday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys defeated the New York Giants 40-0. I won't even call it a contest. I won't even call it a competition because it wasn't. But this is what EA put up. They thought they could make a joke about this with the disconnect glitch that's been in their game for a very long time. Somebody quits the game, shuts the console off, turns off the router, whatever it is, you get this screen. That's how they mock true NFL teams, true NFL players that I'm sure didn't want to be on the other side of that 40-0 loss. Now, what makes this even more comical is EA Sports failed trying to showcase their game with Tall Guy going over the onside kicks here. And I don't have anything against Tall Guy. He's one of the creators EA has tried to create, giving them content, giving them exclusives, giving him these availability of promotions. And unfortunately, it doesn't really work out the way they'd like. Let me let you listen to this to start.
The last type of kick is an onside kick where you want to get the ball back on the kickoff.
Okay, so I think we're all aware the premise of the onside kick. I'm glad that they added a couple different iterations of the kick this year, but what follows is absolutely mind-boggling to me because EA and Tall Guy, they have all day to get this right, all day to make this perfect. They could send him footage if they wanted. So let's take a look at exactly what happens during this kick.
And in Madden 24, there's a couple new ways to do this. They introduced the strong onside kick and the speed onside kick. So I'm going to pick strong here. And then they also have on the return side, base, hands, and XL. So you're like your big guys. I'll go hands team for the defending side here.
Okay, so I like the idea, what he's going with. I like the explanation he gave. Everything so far is exactly on point until we get down to, and this is so Madden, the actual gameplay. So I'm going to show you what happens. Then we're going to go and take a look, a little bit of a breakdown with what actually occurs on this play.
And then they also added two new ways to kick the ball. You have a high kick and a low kick. A high kick is that big arcing type of kick. You can see it here real quick. Accuracy is perfect. Ball's way up.
Okay, so this game is so animation dependent. I understand that right now you don't have the ability to see what I've already seen, but I just want you to look at the way these players are set up, the way everyone's aimlessly running. I want you to actually, though, before we watch it, I want you to make a special mental note of where the ball is and this Lions player, along with where the ball is projected to fall. Because watch what takes place here. This is absolutely comedic. So you're going to have the Lion get pulled into a catch animation from 3 yards away, but it's actually the Viking that's going to get the ball in between two Lions players. This right here. This is what they wanted to show you. Someone at EA said, yeah, go ahead, show this footage. This looks fine. This shows to me Madden is fully aware how broken their game is, and they simply don't care. From there, they're going to let this kind of play out, and the player just falls to the ground, and then he's going to go back through and talk about how, obviously, if we're looking at onside kicks, shouldn't we be kicking the ball until the team that's kicking it recovers it? This is like how not to do an onside kick, right? So he tries the different kick angle, which again, I appreciate all these different angles, all these different arcs, the hands team, the XL team. If it was me, I would have kind of put the XL team on so you have the worst hands and then tried it till I got it. But that's just me. This right here actually goes into what I would think is a catch animation, like the way a receiver would catch the ball going across the middle of the field. But obviously, when we talk about EA, nothing is going to work the way that it should. So as he catches it, we see clear recovery, just like we did before. And when we go back to him, we're not really showing what we're supposed to be showing when it comes to an onside kick. But, I mean, this is just EA teaching us about Madden, not football. Maybe things are different with onside kicks in Madden. I'm not sure. But from there, I just want you to take a look at what happens. The most incredible Madden event. What do you think is going to be the outcome of this play? Just to yourself, briefly. If you said he was going to stiff arm him, spin around, and fall to the ground, then you win for the day, because that is exactly what happens. I want to reiterate to you, EA Sports saw fit to mock a football team while putting up that content the day prior. EA Sports has created a complete and total failure of a football game, and every one of us knows it. This is a game they have to give away for free. That's how bad the product is. Right? No matter how bad the New York Giants get this year, they're probably not going to be in a position where they're having to give tickets away for free. No matter how bad the New York Giants get, they're not going to rest on their laurels of what they've done in the past and continue to move forward. No matter what the New York Giants do, they're not going to be the only team that can compete in the NFL and not have it matter. But that is the position very much that EA is and has been in. They're the only kid in the sandbox. So every castle they build is going to look like the best castle in the sandbox. There's no one else in there. I don't understand how you could be a part of a project, a game, a team, because ultimately isn't that what they are right now? A team of developers, designers that make such a poor product, and then chastise anyone in the sport in which you supposedly simulate with your game. That just seems like it's done in incredibly poor taste. I've never seen, even though EA makes the game, I've never seen EA Sports UFC Twitter shame a fighter that was knocked out or submitted. Never happened. I've never seen any racing game that's ever been made shame a driver after a wreck with their game. Yet EA sits there and continually kind of just throws little jabs at teams and mixes elements of their game in. That to me is something that, listen, if I played for the New York Giants, I don't want to be a part of Madden now. You're going to sit there and mock our team with your game when we know how bad your game is? Who approves these things? I mean, these are the things, honestly, that draw attention to the negatives. When you have a content creator that you are basically hand molding EA Sports, and they make content that you then have to approve to promote them and you, I would think that you would take the time to sit back and say, hey, if we're going to do an onside kick video, maybe we should have our team recovering one of those onside kicks. Maybe that is the tutorial we should be showing. Instead, they take an opportunity to showcase just how animation dependent and broken this game is and will continue to be, because when people like this that approve these things are in charge, there is no way that this game is going to tangibly improve from one year to the next, because the mindset at that company is not where it needs to be. And when you're going to have EA Sports mocking a team for losing 40-0 while they mock the community with their horrible gameplay, trying to create someone as an influencer in this genre, you know there is no way that I, who would never be promoted by EA Sports, would never have the ability to get that early release content, would never have the ability to be spoon-fed content and then plastered on EA's Twitter page, had to actually do it on my own. There's no way that I will not be back in the week with more commentary.